Hello my beautiful and handsome royal babes, it's me Ashantia back again with another video for you guys. So I had to beat the face real quick. Alright, so alright, I need to get back on topic. So if you're new to my channel, I'm Ashantia, aka the Royaltia. How are y'all doing? Hopefully y'all are doing well. So before we get into this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, go ahead and subscribe, turn my post notification bell on, and yeah, I can't really think straight, I'm kind of tired. Alright, so as you can tell by the title, this video is going to be a review about Audible. So, of course, reading is fundamental and muy importante. But the thing is, I really don't feel like I have time to actually sit down and read. Of course, there's nothing like sitting down and reading a good book. But when you're on the go and you work and you have stuff to do, listening to the book is your best bet. You can always go back, read later, take notes or whatever, like you're reading or whatever. But I feel like Audible is really good for people who are on the go, or sometimes like I just like to be up. Not that I like to be up, I'm up late at night a lot of the time. And there's nothing like listening to a good book, especially because I don't like having to strain my eyes in the dark or having to have my lights on when it's late. I'm trying to be in relaxed mode, but then it's like at the same time I want to read a good book. So Audible, they have like thousands of books that you can choose from, and of course they have like multiple narrators of the books, because I know sometimes like certain people's voices kind of get on my nerves and they irk me, and they don't seem like they're in it. They're just like so monotone, and I can't deal with it. So that's a good thing with Audible, because when you are in that situation and you redeemed your credit, guess what? You can return it, and then you can get the same book but get a different narrator of it. You know what I'm saying? So if you see me looking down, it's because I am looking at me notes that I wrote down about Audible. And sorry if this video is all over the place. I didn't like sit down in category. I didn't put them all down in a category. I was trying to say categorized. I think that's how you say it. Y'all bear with me, okay? Okay, so right now with Audible, if you do sign up using my link, which is going to be in the description box, you're going to have to click the more button and read, and it's going to be there. So if you click on my link and use it, it's going to be a 30-day free trial, of course, but instead of getting one book, you get 2 books. Now, of course, it is a subscription. Depending on which package you sign up for, it's going to depend on how many credits you get per month, okay? So, but the good thing about it is it's not like a normal subscription service. Like for Apple Music, for example, I pay $9.99 a month for my music, and if I ever stop paying, I don't own the music, which is crazy because I've been with Apple Music for years now, and I own none of the music. So if I stop paying that bill, my music is gone and I have no way to access it. However, with Audible, even when you just sign up for the 30-day free trial, you put no money in it, you get 2 books for free, and they're yours for a lifetime. That's the wonderful thing about Audible, is that once you redeem something as a credit, whether if it's a free credit or it's a credit that you purchase, the book is yours. You can access of course, Audible offline, so all you would need to do is just download the book onto your phone. So because it's just chilling in the cloud. But once you hit the little button, it's going to download it, so then you can listen to it anytime, however many times, and it'll always be yours. And that's also a good thing, because if you say, for example, you sign up for like the 2 credits a month, okay? So that means every month you're getting 2 credits, and then of course once you max out to 6, credits, I believe once you reach 6, like they're going to start taking them away if you don't redeem them. So, you know, you can cancel your subscription and you'll still have those credits to use, which is like really, 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 really good. And then of course, once you actually sign up for this subscription, whichever plan you choose, you also get 2 Audible book originals for the free. So that's pretty cool. So even though they're not like big major books, it's like other, you know, first time authors, like with their books, those would be the Audible originals that you would be getting free. You get 1 of those free a month. Oh no, I'm sorry, you get 2 of those free a month. And then also you get a discount, which would be 30% off when you are subscribed with Audible and your subscription is active. So say if there's a book you want and you've already used your credits, or say if the book is cheaper than what your credits worth, because usually credits are about $14 worth depending on your package. So I mean, if a book is only like $4 or $5, you're better off just paying for it and then saving your Audible credit for a more expensive book. But the best thing about it is you get 30% off. You always get like exclusive offers and deals. And another thing is I fall asleep pretty easily. Not that I fall asleep easily, it's just that sometimes I'll be in bed like just listening to my books and whatnot, and I can fall asleep, and they have like a sleep timer feature on there, or a nighttime, it's some type of timer. I think it's like sleep time, and you can just click on it and then you can set your timer. You can set it up anywhere between like a couple minutes all the way up to an hour. So it's going to like go off and then like get your approval or whatever before the book continues going. So if you do fall asleep during your book, you know, if you already start feeling yourself getting drowsy, just set the timer so then you don't lose track with where you are in the book. Also, like if you're just listening to it in the car or while you're at work, once you stop the book, I mean, it's going to pick up from where you left off. So that's another great thing about it. Alright, so I guess we can get into some other things that I like about it, I guess. I'm so done. I'm sleepy. I worked today, you guys, and I was like, oh, I'm bored. How about I do my makeup? Oh, let me record a video. So I'm gonna be a little bit all over the place, but y'all know that's me normally, so this is genuinely how I am in real life in person, if you ever wanted to know. Alright, so why do I love Audible? Of course, there's tons of books. And I like the fact that there's multiple versions of books. So like with different authors, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, some people's voices, they're just not like, they're not good at narrating. Like they just make the book seem extremely boring and it's just way too monotoned. And then of course, the affordability. I'm gonna go over like some of the pricing with y'all, but it's extremely affordable. Of course, you keep your books for a lifetime. Another thing is if you have like the iBook, like, you know, like with iTunes, like their Audible books, you can transfer them over into Audible, so all your books are in the same place, so you don't have to open up multiple apps. And also you can sample books before you redeem them as a credit, which is really good because we all don't want to have to sit here and waste the credit and just be like, okay, like this book isn't good or the narrator isn't good. And they also have a nice return policy. So say if you're just like not into the book, period, and it's not even the narrator. The narrator is great, but you really don't like the book, you can return the book. Now, their policy on how many books you can return constantly changes, so you would just have to call their, of course, customer service support about that. But, you know, you just call them, let them know, like, hey, like, I really wasn't into this book. They're going to ask you a couple of questions, but then they're going to give you your credit back, which I think is awesome because just think about it. Like, you already, like, you could have finished the book, and say if you went through the whole book and you didn't like it, you can still return it. It's not like, oh, you can't go through the whole thing, if that makes sense. So with the pricing, okay. So after your trial, so after you sign up for the 30-day trial, Of course, you have until the end of the 30 days to cancel it if you don't enjoy Audible, but the great thing is you will keep both of the books that you redeemed for free. You keep them for a lifetime. They're not going to take them away from you. Just make sure you do download them so you can access them anytime with Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, so you can access them anytime without Wi-Fi. Or using your phone data, of course. So, after your trial, the standard package it's automatically going to roll over to is going to be the gold monthly plan, which is $14.95 a month, and that's one book credit plus 2 Audible originals. Okay, so technically for $14.95 you're getting 3 books a month. Now the Audible originals, sometimes they're interesting, sometimes they're not. Sometimes you can catch them like on a good time. So just like, be open. You never know. You try something new. And I mean, the Audible originals, they're free. So they're not going to cost you your credits. So that's a good thing. And then they have a gold annual plan, which is $149.50 per year if you want to pay that lump sum. And then you get 12 credits per year, so it's basically 1 credit a month. However, you might want to read more than 1 book a month, but you probably don't read a full 12 books a year, so that's better if you want to read in advance and you don't want to have to wait for your 30 days to roll around for your other book to be, so your other credit can be available for your book. So, some people might want to do that. And either way, so think about it. 12 books for $149.50. That's actually a good deal, if you know what I'm saying. And then there is a platinum monthly subscription, which is $22.95 per month. And that gets you 2 credits a month plus the 2 Audible originals. So that's basically 4 books every month. So people who are like really into books and they love reading, I would definitely recommend that because you're getting 2 books a month. And then of course you still get your 30% off with any other books if you've run out of credits or if you don't want to use a credit on a cheap book, if that makes sense. Because there's no point of wasting money. You can just pay the money with the 30% off and then use your credit for a more expensive book. And then there is also a platinum annual plan, and that gets you, of course, the full 24 credits, and you get those all at one time. And I can't remember the price of that. I'm going to have it somewhere on the screen. But I am enjoying Audible so far. I've been doing it for a couple months now, and me and my friends, we are doing a little book club, so it's coming in handy. We're doing 1 book a month. So, I mean, as of right now, I'm just doing the gold monthly plan, which is, I think it's like the 14 and some change a month. I mean, I like it. It comes in handy because we have 1 book due a month. And I think it's fun because I've never been a part of a book club before. And I used to love to read, but then I was like, the older I got, I'm like, I don't have time to sit down and read. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, okay, well, I'm at work. When I'm opening up the store, I can listen to my book. And when I close up the store, I can listen to my book because it takes me about 45 minutes to open and to close at my job. So I'm like, what better way? Because I usually listen to music, but now I am getting stuff done. And they have, like, of course, like, they have all types of books, like self-help books and like business books, marketing, like any book you can think of. Like, they have it. They have thousands upon thousands of books to choose from. So definitely try out Audible. If you do try out Audible, don't forget to use my link down below so you can get your 2 books credits for the free for your 30-day trial. And of course, if you don't like Audible, you can still get the books. You'll keep them for a lifetime. And that's it with this video. So sorry if I was a little all over the place, but if you're watching this in the morning, have a wonderful morning. If you're watching this in the evening, have a great evening. And if you're watching this at night, have a wonderful night. And I'll see y'all later.